Hiking Mandeville Benchmark in Brentwood. Parking is near the intersection of Canyonback Road and Mountain Gate Drive in Brentwood. The difficulty rating for the hike is easy. The hike begins. The hike starts on Canyonback Road and is paved most of the way to the summit of Mandeville Benchmark. It sticks to the ridge line and gives you some pretty good views into the canyons below. I know on this occasion I was there at the time following rains, the seasonal rains, and everything was nice and green. Some flowers were starting to pop out. I did have a good view over at Mount St. Mary's, which was a different hike that I did later, but that also can be combined with this hike, and you can add on an additional 3.5 miles to this hike by including that one. Meanwhile, this hike, it climbs up to a water tank before it starts to descend the ridge on that paved road, and in that process it does descend gradually, and it leads towards some other false summits on the ridge before eventually the true summit of Mandeville Benchmark comes into view. And when it does, that's the time to get off the road, because that means that you're going to be ascending to the top and actually be able to claim the summit of Mandeville Benchmark. So when it came time to break off the road to reach the summit, it's pretty much just a smooth, flat, gravelly surface to the top, and from there you do have a pretty good view of the city and the surrounding canyons. There's even the Canyonback Swing, which is in a tree down below the summit, which is also a good place to stop. I know on this visit I didn't get a chance to go down there because it was actually being used by other visitors. But officially, there was the benchmark, and there's the view. There's the 360 of the summit. And just gave me a chance to soak it all in. Even though it was at a low elevation, it seemed like a commanding view. And I took a little bit of time there, just took a few summit shots, and then really all I did at that point, I came back the same way I had come up. And on this occasion, I chose not to include Mount St. Mary's because I just kind of wanted to do it on its own day. So that's eventually what I did later, and you'll see a video of that. You know, on the way back out, there was some climbing because, we had to descend coming in. But that just kind of adds to the exercise, which is kind of what it's all about. And once I got past the water tank, it was downhill all the way. I skipped the side trail that goes to Mount St. Mary's. Again, I'll do that next time. For now, mission accomplished. Now all I need to do is go across the street to my house there and just go through the gate. Yeah, right. The hike in review. The hike starts at the end of Canyonback Road. From there I follow the paved road all the way to the summit. It does pass a few high points along the ridge, but Mandeville Benchmark was the target, and about 1.35 miles I reached it, and then afterwards I just came right on back. Had a good day out there, and hopefully you do the same when it comes to your time.